gas, gas, gas. And I'm not talking about the human type out your body. The gas indicator on our van, well, it just didn't want to work. It left the chat. It's just gone bye-bye. It is no more. We've changed it about 3 times now, I think, and it still doesn't work. We got one of them, thanks to Mr. Peaky. This is the sensor, and that little black thing there with this sonic grease goes onto the bottom of the tank, sends a signal through it, gives you a signal, blah, 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 blah. I've done a little bit of research into this, and I found out that it can connect to your Cerbo. Right, so that is our gas tank. We have changed the thing in there that sends a signal into the van for the gas. It just doesn't work. So the thing that we've got is going to be mounted right in the middle there, pointing up into the tank. So I've got to clean that section first, basically before I can even attach it to the van. This part here is the underneath bit, right? And then let's take this off. That is the bit that attaches to the bottom of the tank. It does have 2 little magnets on it. You can see it, one there and one there. Now, obviously, it's going to fall off, isn't it? We all know that. I think I'm gonna magnet it up to the tank, and then I'm gonna put a bead of CT1 around the edge of it to basically bond this to the tank. Then you can get an app that this will basically go to, and you get to find out how much gas is in your tank. Like I said, it does go through to the Cerbo as well, which means it will go onto the screen in the van. It really seems that easy. It really seems that simple. Get underneath, and I've got the perfect thing to clean the bottom of the tank with. Right, I think that is a clean enough spot. Just give that a wipe with a rag, and then we can get it stuck on. I best actually check. Will it fit there? Ah, there you go. Perfecto. So that will go on there like that. Obviously, we've got to go around with a bead or something like that to keep that on the tank. That is quite strong, to be fair. So, right. I need to give this area a good clean because, yeah, I want it to stick and I want it to stay there. Emma's going to get me some cleaner to give it a spray and give it a clean. And I think she's made me a cup of tea. Wish she'd made me something to eat. I'm starving. Mega hungry. There we go. There we go.
Cup of tea.
Thank you.
You wanted window cleaner?
Some sort of cleaner. Doesn't really matter. Clean the bottom of the tank. Emma's going to a meeting and she's not feeding me. I'm
Hold on a minute.
Wasting away.
I've done the washing. I've walked the dogs twice. I've done another load of washing. I've now got to go to a meeting in reception, which I'm probably going to be about 2.5 hours.
That means I'm never going to get fed. I can't do all these jobs and not get fed.
Ah, hold on.
Get some cloths out. Dirty cloth doesn't have to be clean. Give the tank a bit of a clean, and then while I'm letting it dry and letting it all the vapor go, well, we will download the app.
Take your pick: chocolate or coffee.
I'll go for coffee.
You're gonna go for coffee.
Going for a coffee.
Right. That will keep you full while I'm away. No snacking on biscuits, no snacking on cakes. That's all gone, you know that. So have this instead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's at this point where Emma's going to tell you how good these things are.
So what is Y-Foods? Well, it's a ready-to-drink meal designed for real life, basically. So the days where you're busy, where you've got too much going on, when you just don't want to cook, you have got your full meal in one bottle, which includes 30 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, fibre, all the things that you're going to need to actually replace a full meal. Now, there's no prep, there's no mess. You literally just shake, go, have your meal, and that for us is absolutely amazing because it is so convenient. Now, we've started our Y-Food journey with the starter pack, and what that gives you is 5 different delicious flavours. You've got coffee, you've got berry, you've got chocolate, you've got banana and vanilla, All of them are thick, they're creamy, they're just like drinking a milkshake. And what's great about them is they literally keep you full for 3 to 5 hours. For us, these aren't just a drink, this is actually a smarter way of eating and getting a full meal in. Now, if you'd like to know more about Y-Foods, we'll leave a link in the description, or if you want to try it for yourself, Y-Foods have kindly given us a discount code for the starter pack, which we'll leave here, so go and check them out and have a look for yourself. Right, I'm going to give you back to Neil and his gas situation. No, not the human type, whatever he's doing, because I've got a meeting to get to. Ta-ta!
Right, I have downloaded the app for the product. It's Mopeka, that's what it's called. Downloaded that. I have got the actual device here. So there's a little important thing you've got to do. First of all, this tape, well, that comes off, that goes bye-byes, and then you have to put this, what's it called? Mopeka Sonic Grease. This stuff. That has got to go on the little black ring there. It's got to be fully covered by it. So we'll get that on. Don't know what it does, but it's got to go on. So put that on. That, you would say, is covered in it. Right, take this and put that on there like that. Is basically we hold the sync button in like so, and there we go. Hold it in like so, and then it connects. Now it does say tank level empty, but we'll get into that in a minute. While I am totally aware that that does not look the prettiest, but I wanted to cover any of the black paint that we took off it with the silicone, with the CT1. So that is on there. That'll dry overnight. We're not going anywhere. So yeah, that I can't see coming off, but you know, you never know, do you? It might do. Right, now we've got the app on, and I'll put it there so you can see. So in the app, you can go in, you can go into your tank like you can see here, and then you can go into basically the settings for the tank. So we got, first of all, let's see if there's a firmware. Current firmware, okay, right. It says that we're on 7% now in the tank, but it doesn't know what type of tank we've got. Now in this section here, you will see, now tank size, we drop that down, it's got Everton up to 48 kilograms. Now, we don't need that. We want to go to whatever that word is, don't know. We go to that, and then it says there vertical or horizontal. So what is your tank? Is it a vertical tank or is it a horizontal tank? Ours is horizontal. Now, tank height, that will be from where you want the sensor to be to the very top of where the liquid will go. So ours will be from the bottom of the sensor to the top. Basically, the depth of the tank. Back in a minute, I'll go and measure it. I'd say 9 inches. So within our app, we can now go set the unit to inches, and then we can go tank height 9. Done. Sensor upgrade or sensor update rate, I'm going to leave that on 3.9 seconds. Notifications, I'm going to leave it on low. Trigger alarm above or below the threshold. My mouth's not working. Trigger the alarm above or below the threshold, so you can choose if it's above or below. So we're going to below 20%, so we know that. So I'm going to go 20%, so we know that when the gas bottle gets down to 20%, we know what we're on. Take that down. 20%, and that will give us a trigger. Notification frequency every 6 hours. Once a day. I don't really know whether it's going to send us a notification on what the gas is, but I'll leave it on once a week and then see what happens there. Right, that is now, oh, look at that, and the picture's changed. There we go. Right, I've just noticed something here on there. I was like, why does it say 2.3 on there? Why does it say it? Right, back into the app again. We go into the app settings. It says tank level units, percentage, centimeters or inches. Right, we want it on percentage. Change it over. Let's go back. Now we're on 20% gas. That's what it says is in the tank. We don't actually 100% know whether it is 20% gas, but once we fill it up completely, we can then set that variant to 100, which is what you're meant to do. So, right, now it's all done on there. Let's come out of this, and now we can go in the van, onto the screen, and set it up on the Cerbo. Right, so from your settings menu, you need to go into integrations in here, then Bluetooth sensors. Click there and enable that, and that will bring up a list of Bluetooth sensors. So that's Bluetooth adapters. Let's see what it brings up. Right, well, it wouldn't be unlike us to have some problems, but no problems, but still problems. So the Mopeka, which should connect to the Cerbo, won't connect to the Cerbo because our Cerbo, the firmware, is too updated. It's on 3.7 and stuff like that, and that the Mopeka will only work on something like 3.2 or 3.4. We're above it. They are working on it. There's things on Facebook and blah blah blah. So we can't get it on the actual screen, but we can get it on the actual screen because we might be able to use a little TP-Link Bluetooth adapter plugged into the Cerbo to bypass it, obviously until there's a update. So now I've just got to wait till 2 days for Amazon to deliver the little dongle. You know what, I thought I had one in there, but I haven't. It's in the air. It's the same sort of Bluetooth dongle that you get with a mouse and things like that. Anyway, not the end of the world. So when that arrives off Amazon, which to you will literally be a split second, to me it's going to be 2 days. So wait for that to come, then we can get this finished off. Right, I did say it was going to be a couple of seconds. Here it is, but for me it's been 2 days. Right, now apparently we take this little Bluetooth dongle here and we plug it into the Cerbo, and then the Cerbo should be able to pick up the gas detector, mainly because the firmware on the Cerbo has passed the firmware within the gas detector. That's what I'm being told. I've had a couple of people look at it. A couple of people were very confused why it wouldn't work, but we found on a couple of Facebook forums that people have had the same problems. So hopefully, if I can get this out the box, we can get it working. Plug this in. Right, so there is our Cerbo tucked right behind there. Right, I've got it in right on the end of the Cerbo. Happy days. Got to go inside now and check it on the screen to see if it's all working. Oh, I hope this works. Let's go and see if we can get this thing working. Right, so like I did yesterday, turn the screen on, and I think I might do a reset if it's not working. We'll see. Settings, Bluetooth sensors. Oh my god, look at that. Will you look at that? Right, turn it on. Superb. Come back out. Come back out. Right, so now we've actually got it working on the screen. Just got to set it up in the screen and basically do all that. If we go to settings, then devices, then we can go to fuel tank 24, which is what's in now. Status, okay. Level, 28%. We're not too sure on that. But we'll go first of all to setup. Right, capacity, sensor when empty, 0 centimeters, sensor when full, 20 centimeters. Fluid type, so we're going to change that from fuel to LPG. And then butane rate, not too sure. Volume, cubic meters, we'll go to We'll change that to litres. So it's a 55 litre tank, so we can change that. So that's coming in capacity. No, we want that to 55 litre tank. Okay, set 55 litre. Sensor value, well, when empty will be 0. Sensor value when full is 20 centimeters. Fluid type LPG, not sure on that, got it in litres. And then that is about it. So we can now go into overview, and then we can click on levels, and we can see LPG tank is 28%. Fuel tank, that one I'm not too sure, that shouldn't be on there. So we will turn that one off now. We just go into settings, devices, fuel tank 20. In fact, do you know what? It's not in there. It's in, I don't know. Fuel tanks and sensors. Input 1, turn that off. And I think that will be, there we go, LPG gas tank, 28%. Now, granted, that was an absolute faff having to do all that, go onto Amazon, get the extra dongle, blah, blah, blah. Now, I could have waited, and I could have waited until the firmware for the Mopeka thing would have caught up to date with the Victron equipment, but you don't know how long. That could be a month, it could be 6 months, could be tomorrow, don't know. But it all works, and we've now got gas. So that's saying 19% on there, and that says 28%. But what we're going to do is, when we fill the tank right up to the brim, then I'm going to mark it in the system as full. But what I'm going to do first of all is wait until the system is completely empty, and then set that as empty, fill it back up, go in, reset the parameters in there, so we know that that system knows what's empty and that system knows what is full. We know we're quite low at the minute going off the phone, so we'll take that and we'll go from there. So right, another job done. Massive thank you to Peaky for putting us in that direction. Massive thank you to James for helping him. These are all people that you don't know, but I'm just thanking them anyway. And yeah, now we've got a friend who's developing a system that can possibly control your Truma boiler from your Cerbo. Oh yeah, it's very much like the Truma system, but basically on steroids, and will do a hell of a lot more. So if that's something that you're very interested in, which I would imagine if you've got a Truma and a Cerbo and you want to control it all from your Cerbo screen, let me know in the comments below, because somebody that we know is developing that system. It's plug and play, and you set it up on your Cerbo. So I at least know 5 people that would pay for it tomorrow, and it's not going to be mega bucks either. Right, I am going because I definitely need a cup of tea. Right, catch you a lot later.